It's your girl, Be Kekawa on the Be Kekawa show. How are you? How are you? How are you doing this Wednesday evening? Hope you had a good day. Did you just come back from work, school, or did you just go out? Or are you on leave? Or you're at home chilling with the big boys. Okay. Now I'm joking. But yes, how was your day? Hope you had a good day. My day just started and I have some couple of things I need to do. One of the couple of things I need to do, guys, it's an embarrassing thing to say, but actually, most ladies don't know the size of their bra. They just, yeah, I know guys will be like, ah, Kilele, what am I hearing in my ear? Yes, I'm talking about bra. BRA, bra. Everybody has it. Well, most ladies, at least most ladies have it. At least most ladies wear it. So, but the thing is, it'll be funny, or you would assume that most ladies know their size, but they don't. They don't know their size. Like, e.g., Bukola, I do not know my size. Every 2 minutes, I'm always going to go and check the back of the previous one I bought. I'm like, oh, which one am I wearing right now? It's crazy, yeah. It is crazy. But that's the truth. I don't think most ladies actually know the size of their bra, but I guess it is what it is. But yeah, so I'm hoping to go get actually do like a proper fitting. Hopefully this time around, I know. And the funny thing is that I don't think it's because most ladies don't necessarily want to know their size. The thing is, because of how weights can be funny, 1 minute you're smaller, another minute you're bigger, another minute you're smaller. So it kind of fluctuates and maybe the size around your waist, I guess. I don't know. I'm just at this point now. I'm like all I know is that I don't know my size and yeah, that's that. But today I want to talk about something a bit serious. And I want to talk about it from I don't know how to explain. I don't say I want to talk about it from a guy perspective because I'm not a guy. But at the same time, I want to talk about it from a lady's perspective. But at the same time, I feel like I'm talking more to the guys than the ladies. Yeah. Well, there are some ladies. So basically, what I want to talk about is how can you not be a feminist? I I would say that I'm a feminist. I know that Twitter feminism has gone crazy. Like people are just doing things. I don't know whatever they are doing. Yeah, like people have gotten it has gotten so bad that it's now in your marriage, like people's marriage. What you think the guy is supposed to do, what you think the lady is supposed to do. Like it's crazy, yeah. But I'm not talking about that kind of feminism. I don't even know what they are talking about on Twitter, to be honest. I'm not on Twitter. So I don't know what Twitter feminism is. But the kind of feminism that I would say that I am, because a lot of my friends, or one of my friends particularly, is always wants to like, she's a feminist. He was like, she's a feminist. Like, if I know he's saying it like is joking, but the way it's being perceived to me is like, oh, don't go there, or she'll just be arguing with you anyhow, or don't do that, or like, no, that's not my idea of feminism. I don't hate men. I have a father, I have a brother, and I don't hate men. I would want to get married. Like, so do you get like? I don't think feminism hates people. Nobody like feminism is not made or was not made to hate the other gender, which is men. And besides, we need men in our lives. Do you guys like they're cute or right? they're cute. So we do need some men, rather good men in our lives. Um and the truth is, as they are good men, they're also good women. And as they're bad men, they're also bad women. Like generally it's like there are bad people everywhere. And how are you not a feminist as a man? Yeah. From a lady's POV. So I remember that. So I'm going to talk about my own personal experience for a bit. And it's not like I've had a very distinctive, jarring kind of revelation of, oh, I'm not being treated equally. I don't think I have that, to be honest. I think I have always been, in as much as I have been a very soft, calm person, I've also tried intentionally to be outspoken about what I believe and all of that. So I'm gonna go to why I think, or why basically this episode will I don't want to say convince, but just speak to guys and make them open their hearts to be more feminists, to be a feminist. Yeah. And as long as you said you're a man that you love your sister, you love your mother, you love your wife, if you have a wife, you love your girlfriend, if you have a girlfriend, and you think that they deserve some sort of equality or some sort of equity, um, then I think technically you are already a feminist. Yeah. You just, maybe it's just the broader idea of, oh, maybe it's now the Twitter feminism that is now making it like, oh no, these feminist people, they're just playing. No, we're not. Most feminists on Twitter, as I said, I don't really know what is happening on Twitter, to be honest. I am not necessarily a Twitter person, but I really do not care what you do in your marriage. If you decide that you want to be washing plates and cooking for your husband all the days of your life, that's fine. If your husband thinks he wants to be cooking for you all the days of his life, that's fine. Whoever wants to support the household, that is between you and your partner. That's why I don't think necessarily that feminism should be. That's why I don't really understand when they say, oh, they're bringing feminism into marriage, because I'm like, that's both parties' business, like both husband and wife business, both boyfriend and girlfriend business. If they decide that they want to do whatever they want to do, I don't think it's feminism. I don't think feminism should be there, and I don't think patriarchy should be in the mix, like both of them. I think both lovers should come in and maybe decide for themselves what they want or how they want their relationship to work. I don't think society should dictate that. I don't think um because these people have done it, that is why it should be done in our marriage. No, I don't think so. I think people should be comfortable doing things they want to do for their partner in however manner they want to do it for their partner. That being said, I would like to focus on feminism, especially in Nigeria. We still have some ladies or girls in the northern part of Nigeria that are still being married off to women. Sorry, to men. And they are not even given the opportunity to they're not given the opportunity to grow up literally as a human being, to get to even make a decision whether they would like to get married or not. Like, yes, I know that in the northern part of Nigeria, especially, you can marry two, three, four wives. That's fine. And I don't have, it's not like I don't have an issue with that, but it's not my business in a sense. Do you get? So you can marry as many wives as you would want to if that is what you want to do. My own issue is, why do you have to marry underage girls that are still trying to, maybe they are just clocking puberty. Do you get? Like they're still trying to understand their body. They're still, as an adult, I literally just spoke about how I do. About adults, I still don't know my bra size. Do you get? Just imagine these kids or these children are trying to um still figure out how their body works and how and why or how basically how it works, yeah. And they're just being shipped off to a an old man house that, oh, this is your husband. It's it's still crazy to date. Like it is still crazy to date. I don't think any lady should be in that position or any girl should be in that position whereby they are not she's not even learning for herself. It's like she's just being alive to procreate. That's it. That's all. Apart from even the like ladies in the northern aspect, there was I remember the time when I was in advertising and we did a campaign for female genital mutilation, yeah. And in this conversation we're aware that most people, I feel like that was the first time in my life literally I was hearing about that they cut the clitoris of a lady, of a girl, not a lady, a girl, just so that in their assumption, this person is a girl. This child is a girl. She's not thinking about sex. She doesn't know what sex is as at that point in her life. She's a girl, a child. Emphasis on the word child. And some parts of Nigeria, and I even heard they do it even in the UK. Yeah. There's some parts in Nigeria where they cut part of the clitoris or sometimes even all the clitoris so that in the future she's not promiscuous. To who exactly? Who is she going to be promiscuous to? Hmm? Like sex is not a two-way thing. It's a ladies thing. I don't understand the culture. I don't like. I cannot wrap my head around that. The fact that most ladies, and where does this come from? It comes from the fact that, oh, ladies are not shouldn't necessarily have a say. I don't know what to say. It is disheartening that just because you think that this child would be, in quotes, promiscuous, you say, oh, before she becomes, let us cut it off. It begs the question of why they're not cutting the the penis of a boy just so that it will not be promiscuous. Like I don't like. Do you get like? I don't understand. I do like. Sometimes I think about all of these things and I wonder how did this all start? Because I don't think one day, like, how did the conversation even happen that it is fine to do this particular thing? Oh my god, it's let's even go for that. I've been focusing on Nigeria, yeah. Let's now go to the world. There was a picture that was going through Instagram recently and how I think Donald Trump visited China or something and the photographer took this picture. Good, amazing picture. But what people kept saying was there were no ladies or a woman in that space. There was no lady at all. No women in that space. Not one woman. So does that mean we don't have a say in leadership? It just like I asked the question. I do truly ask the question. Does that mean we don't have a say in leadership? Because how they'll say, somebody was saying that representation matters. A girl child will see that picture and be like, oh my God, maybe I am not supposed to dream this big. But who says that? And it's just the the expectation placed on, maybe on women. They're supposed to dream, but not dream too big. Don't be too in front. Why are you trying to shine too much? Why? Like, the fact that we are women, we're supposed to not speak so much. In fact, if a lady is being assertive and disciplined, most people will be like, ah, she's being difficult. She's being difficult. Or they'll say, ah, is she on her messes? Is she on her period? But when a guy, as I said, it's not a versus, it's just more of a, why is it that when women behave some certain way, they say this, and why men behave a certain way, they say that? Why? Like, why? That is why I think most guys should actually be feminists. I don't think it's a female thing. I don't think it should be like a woman's thing. Oh, this feminism is for girls, or it's for women, or it's for ladies, or whatever thing. I think it should be for both genders. I think both genders should strive to want to carry each other to be the best selves, like to be their best selves in anywhere, in any capacity. There's the equal pay debate. There is the parental leave. But well, to be fair, they are giving a lot of women parental leave. But now let's even push it to the men, yeah? Most currently, actually, I know that most people are saying that the men too should have parental leave. It should not be just a woman thing, because even if it's the woman that is giving birth, she needs help at that moment. And her husband going to work is not going to help her, right? Right. So I think feminism should be a part of everyone's life, not a woman thing. There was a conversation I was having, and somebody kept saying equity. And I do think equity is beautiful. I do think, I think, to be honest, now that I'm thinking about it, I think equity, there are some certain situations whereby we will need equity. There are some certain situations whereby we will need equality. We just need to figure out which which scenarios is playing in both parts. So I like to encourage most men today that be a feminist to your wife. You don't want any random rando look down on your wife like she's nothing, like she does not exist. You will not want a random person to look down at your sister like she's not a human being, right? You want your wife to, well, this is this is for good men and good husbands. You want your partner to be their best version of themselves. Obviously, your wife would want that too, right? So the only thing you want to do is, how can you help your wife to be the best version of herself consistently? And if you're already doing that, Hi, you're a feminist. The name itself has gone through dust and death, and people have dragged it through the mud. But I remember one scenario. So I was being sent to, so there was this guy that was going to the client office, and the guy left the company. So they now wanted to start sending me because I was the most junior person in the team. But my own issue, I did fight it, but I fought it from the lens of, oh, I'm the most junior person in the team. So that means I need to still learn from senior people. But if I'm being thrown literally in my mind to the client office, I wouldn't learn as much because in the client office, you're just doing basic things, basic shit, literally. So if you're doing all of that, basic things, there won't be room for me to grow. And that is where I was thinking about. That was even my own thought process. But then when I went to meet my boss to explain all of these things, he then says that, and all of you will be chatting feminism, this, feminism, that you can do what a guy can do, but why can't you do this now? And I was taken aback for a bit and I was like, what are you saying? What does this have to do with feminism? Just because a guy was doing it, now you want to send me, now I don't want to do it. You're talking about feminism. What does feminism have to play in the fact that I don't want to go to a client to the client office? I don't want to do what guys can do. I want to do what I want to do. It's not a versus, it's not a fight. But for a grown ass man like my boss was at that time could chat like it was a versus thing, it was a fighting thing, as if just because a man was doing it now, I'm trying to say a girl should do it, she's complaining that she cannot do it. That's how most men will believe feminism to be. And to be honest, I don't know why, because that I don't think that is what feminism is. Feminism should be about equality. It should be about equity. It should be about really pulling each other, both genders at this point, to be the best version of themselves. And to be honest, I don't even think feminism is necessarily fighting for just women. It's fighting for the fact that men don't have to carry such burdens every single time. You don't have to not talk to people. You don't have to chest it. I know that there are some ladies out there, they're like, oh, that you know a man. I know, I know. But yeah, leave them alone. Like you don't have to interact with them. Choose better people, because there are some guys out there too that will say, oh, you're supposed to be stuck in the kitchen every single day of your life and all of that, and don't care and not at all, whatever yap thing they're saying. But yes, I will also advise the ladies to choose better people. But yes, that's that for some feminism. But yeah, that's what I want to talk about. So I think, I hope in this few point of mine, I'm not able to confuse. I'm not able to confuse you, but convince you that you guy, I'm talking to you as a guy. You should be a feminist. But yes, that's it for today. I hope you really do enjoy this episode. And because we are talking about feminism, gay. So the first Yoruba song would be "We Run the World, Girls" by Beyonce. We run this motherfucking world. We run this motherfucking world. Okay, well. We run the world, both genders. 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 The expectation for both men and women, It's crazy, Sha. I'm not gonna lie. It's so crazy. Like the society, this society self, this society self at this point, the society expect, the society expect. What is this society? We are the society. Let's choose. Let's the society be expecting. I'm gonna keep doing what I think I should be able to do in my own accord. The society expects. The society expects. At some certain age, the society expects you should get married. At some certain age, the society expects you should have your first child. At some certain age, the society expects you to have your second child. At some certain age, the society expects that the man is supposed to start providing. At a certain age, why is he not providing? At some certain age, you're supposed to have a car. You're supposed to be driving. At some certain age, you're supposed to have a house. You're supposed to build land. And I'm not saying all of these things are not beautiful, but why is the society keep expecting us to keep doing things that even the society cannot afford us to do? I was telling a friend that how can I be this big and I don't have $1 million in my account? $1 million. Inflation. The society expects, but the society is not giving us the opportunity to grow and shine. You have to struggle. Man, this society, sha. This society, sha. But yeah, I think that would just be my throwback song for today. We Run the World Girls by Beyonce. Um, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you truly do or did enjoy this episode. And have a good one. Have a great one. Have a blessed one. Thank you so much for listening to me. I do appreciate all of this. And once again, please share, like, reshare, repost, re everything. And yeah, take good care of yourself. Bye.